Deadpool and Wolverine has been one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and a lot of other people's most anticipated movie of the year, since its initial announcement in 2022. And it's kind of surreal to say, but I can officially confirm that I have seen this film. Just wild to say, because I remember sitting there waiting for September, I don't know, 6, 2024. It got, delayed up. Is that a word? Is that a phrase? I don't know. But the release date was moved up. Was I going in expecting an Oscar-worthy screenplay or the greatest direction in a film ever? No. Sorry, Sean Levy. I just wanted a fun buddy cop comedy between two indestructible superpowered guys traveling across the multiverse, and what I ended up getting was something that lived up to the hype and even exceeded it at some points. Call it recency bias, call it all of that, but it's just pure entertainment and it's awesome. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are easily the standouts as expected, but the amount of pure entertainment and fun they put on the screen is wild, insane. The character arcs both Wolverine and Deadpool go through are actually way different than I expected. I don't know what I anticipated for these characters because I don't even really know what they were going to do with this Wolverine variant. It's not the same one from Logan, though there's so many callbacks to Logan. It's kind of wild, but this is not the same one from Logan, but it's also kind of really, I don't know what I expected, but it's Hugh Jackman delivering a great performance, which he is a great actor. I mean, what do we got in his filmography? A lot of films that are just awesome. He has beautiful range, beautiful range, and there are so many sequences between both Wade and Logan where their chemistry is top notch. Such a great enemies to friends to maybe lovers, if you know what I'm saying. Plot thread, Dogpool is awesome, as expected, the absolute GOAT. And though the other Deadpool variants are very minor in the grand scheme of this film, they play a solid part in the story, especially turning one specific scene into such dopamine-inducing entertainment that my entire theater was clapping and laughing and cheering the entire time. You'll know when you see that scene. It's brilliant. It's so much fun. As for the villains, there are really inherently two villains, but one isn't really marketed as much as Cassandra Nova, so I'm not gonna touch on him if I'm being honest. I'll briefly touch on him, but I won't actually reveal his identity because that could kind of be considered a spoiler if I'm being honest. Cassandra Nova, is surprisingly really solid. A bit rushed as the film is way more faster paced than your average superhero film, so that was a bit of a strange thing to get used to, but Emma Corrin is really good. Though I didn't fully latch onto her villain motivations, they kind of felt like, I want to take over the world, the most average generic thing that a villain in a superhero movie could say. But she has a cool and disturbing mind reading trick that will stick with me for generations to come, both fortunately and unfortunately. I know many people don't like to say Sean Levy, director of Adam Project and some other things that I'm completely forgetting. Free Guy, I love Free Guy. I don't care. It's so much fun. Maybe I'm pleased too easily, I don't know. But I know people like to say he doesn't have the sauce or whatever, but the action here is genuinely awesome. Maybe I'm pleased too easily. Again, I'm not the biggest film critic in the world. I haven't seen 5,000 films. But I thought the action here was just fit the MCU so well, and some of the better action in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was so much fun. The opening scene is a top 5, top 6, that's very specific, but like a top tier MCU opening scene. It was so much fun, so awesome. I had the stupidest grin on my face every time there was an action sequence. And the cameos, they tie into the film surprisingly really well. Instead of them just being treated like the audience is gonna cheer because they know this guy from this movie, now they're in this movie. They have genuine emotional tie-ins to the movie, especially Laura/X23, who's in the trailer, so if you didn't watch the trailers, don't hate me for that. But she is both a minor but pivotal part of Logan's arc in this movie. I love the way they ended things with this version of Wolverine, which is both bittersweet and satisfying. Just, it's very well-rounded. It's just great. Post-credit scene doesn't set anything up for Secret Wars or Avengers 5, which used to be called King Dynasty, but not anymore. But whatever. But it definitely is one of the better jokes in the film. A payoff to one set up earlier in the movie. So Deadpool and Wolverine is a film that's not for everybody. It's not. But it's a film that, as a fan of these characters and someone that finds this Deadpool humor still wildly hilarious. Maybe my humor's just broken ever since Thor: Love and Thunder released, but I absolutely adored my time with this movie. Also, Like a Prayer by Madonna might be the greatest song of all time. I don't know. I will never listen to that song again after this movie, and I'm seeing this one again in theaters, even if, I don't know, it's a great film. I can't wait to check this one out again.